that, but you still got to go out and do it. And you guys saw, and they got some playmakers on their side of the ball too, and they go out and made some plays and made life tough for us at times. But I thought we were just steady throughout the whole game, and guys stepped up when they needed to. We got some turnovers, won the battle there, and that's always a huge thing. And just took what they gave us. Like offensively, we just were pretty efficient, and we converted when we need to on third downs and situational pieces, and got off the field there in the second half of the defense. But they strung some drives together. Give them a lot of credit. I think they're gonna have a good season there with Kent State, and do some damage there in the mat.
What was the thought process in going for it on fourth down early in the game with you guys? Especially Wayne obviously made it pay off, but what was the thought process there?
Yeah, I just felt like we could get it, and it was a long yard. I was more upset about just how I felt like it moved backwards, and kind of knew in my heart, that this is a chance for us to set the tone, and proud of the guys, the way they executed that. And I know it just looked like a quarterback sneak, but there was a lot of mechanics to that, just to get the first down and try to take the edge off the defense with their cleats in the ground. And I think a couple hard counts and things like that we did that, and it was big because that led to a touchdown drive and a 2-score lead.
I know that games are different than practice, but is that the Mike that you remember from Indiana?
Yeah, it was fun to see him. I think he just was so, for the first game here in a new place, and a lot of spotlight on him obviously is not just the quarterback, but a new quarterback, and people wondering what he's going to bring. And I thought he was just really calm and collected, throughout the entire game. Didn't put us in any really tough spots. Took care of the football. Chose the times to run when he needed to. Extended plays, and threw on the run. Guys did a nice job working back to him at times, and a couple scrambles on third down to move the chains there as well. So there's just some subtle things that a fan would not understand. Especially in the second quarter, there was a drive where he must have checked probably 3 or 4 protections on one drive, and just savvy enough to keep himself upright. Make the protection check, stay within the checks that Coach Crow, not try to do too much, but keep us out of the bad plays and keep himself upright. Even the touchdown to Rome, there are just some things that he saw, things that he heard, putting pieces together on what was said, even about by their defense earlier in the drive, and knowing where the pressure might come from or what the coverage might be. Just really proud. I think there were some savvy things that don't even show up on the stat sheet.
Caitlin, this was your debut, your coach's debut, your new player's debut, new team, and you get a pick on the very first play. What was your reaction to that?
How about, I asked for it on the kickoff, but they got it. They set the tone early, and that was just an awesome job by Ace. And is what it really shows is that there's confidence in him doing his job, and other guys funneling their receivers to him, and them really understanding what their keys are, and him triggering and not hesitating and just being aggressive. And that comes through reps. That comes through just belief in what we do. And it was fun to get the crowd going. Appreciate the crowd and everyone there being loud and excited. And our guys fed off that. It was a great way to get the energy going to start the game.
Michael Penix said that you told the team before the game they were going to do the pick on first play and score a touchdown off of that on the first drive. Is that true?
I don't know if I was that detailed. I was challenging them to go get it right off the bat. Why not? You gotta, in order for those things to happen, you gotta think that way. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't. You're right? That's the old saying. So I want us thinking that way. What I really want the team and what I thought they did a good job of is you have to go get it. You have to go take it from people, and we didn't just sit there and just let things happen to us. We went and took it right from the get-go and went and made a play. And then being aggressive again on those fourth downs, I think you gotta go get it. You can't just let the game come to you all the time. Sometimes you gotta, and the word attack is what I use most of the time. It's just, I love that word. That's the way we want to be offensively, that's the way we want to be defensively, and just our mindset in general.
Kalen, I'm sure you've been here for 8-9 months. I'm sure you've been thinking about this game.
What did this feel like? It's obviously a new start for you at a new place. Just what was tonight like for you?
It was awesome. Probably got about 5 seconds there right before the kickoff to kind of soak it and just kind of take it all in and soak it up for a second there, and then the kickoff happens, but there's a lot that goes into it, and from just you go back to day one where you're trying to figure out who your staff's going to be and trying to keep these guys that are out here making plays on the roster, when things are a little bit in limbo and they're trying to figure out what's best for them. And there's just all those little stories that happen and exist, and those relationships that I think are stronger because of the hard things that we went through in December and January, where we really had to have some hard conversations and kind of show what this might look like down the road. So this is only the beginning, right? This is a journey that we're on, and there's going to be a lot of highs just like tonight, and there's going to be things adversity, right? We got some guys that got dinged up, and I have no idea what the extent of those injuries are, but it's part of the game, and new guys step in. Juice Irvin goes out there and plays some defense, and has played the last couple of weeks at some corner, and thought he almost got that pick. It would have been fun to see that happen, but guys stepping up and covering for each other and believing that they can get it done.
That said, I think maybe Julius has played a little corner in high school. I can't remember at Survived. What's been the thought there to kind of cross train him and to think that he's someone who might be capable of helping in that way?
I think just numbers wise, we're thinner at in the secondary at both spots, and he's a guy, like you said, I think cross train is a good word to use. Where he can play multiple spots. Got a few guys that are that way, and we just want to always make sure we can get the best players on the football field. And Juice is a guy that can run, and guys that can run can step out there and need to be on the football field for us. And I just love the confidence that I saw in him last week when I went and asked him. I said, "How do you feel about this?" And he's like, "Coach, I'm ready. This is what it's all about. This is fun. I love it. I'm getting a chance to show what I can do, and I'll be ready. Wherever you need me."
The pass rush was close all night, but
I was wondering what you were going to say there.
it was tough to bring him down.
It was.
What'd you see there?
Yeah, we got there a lot, and I don't know how many sacks did we get?
Two.
One. Yeah, no, we were there so many times, and we knew Schlee was going to be a hard one to bring down. We saw just enough snaps of him of last fall to where we were pretty nervous about what he was going to do with his feet, and we knew the run game was already what they predicated their offense on, and then him being a threat, those keepers, and there was a couple times where we just had guys assigned to him, and he just flat out beat us, and so I think we kept rallying and kept getting to him. We need to obviously wrap up, and we need to take the right angle. There was a time or two where we came clean, executed everything other than just really bottling him up and wrapping him up and finishing. But he's a really good football player.
You made a change at center in the second half. Is Corey okay? Or
Yeah,
was that
yeah, he's fine. Just moving guys around, just challenging guys. Nothing that we saw where we were disappointed or frustrated. Just trying to move lineups around, trying to get more guys opportunities. Mateo in particular, get out there. We just think he's a great athlete. And, you're just trying to always plan for the what ifs. And not that we felt like the game was in hand or anything. It's just like we feel we've done these lineups enough over the last few weeks in practice to where we're not going to miss anything, and we need to get used to executing that way. If someone would go down, or you never know, maybe it is the better lineup for us to have on the football field. So just wanted to get some more guys some action.
That Kent State rushing attack, they were really good last year.
Yeah.
I think they averaged over 5 yards a carry last year in the season.
4,
Yeah. You guys held them under 4 tonight. How big was that?
Yeah, it's good. I think it could have been a lot less, right, if we'd just got some sacks in the backfield. But I thought we did a good job. I thought we were assigned where we need to be for the most part, and now we just got to finish the play on a couple areas, and we got to gain tackle. We got to keep being there and flying the ball carrier.
You had 10 guys catch passes. How much does that make you smile in terms of what you're trying to do offensively?
Yeah, I love it. We do a lot of things where there's personnel groupings that are running on the field. Some of it's specific to what we think there are with strengths, but we just do it to keep everyone involved. And, it keeps them throughout the week mentally into it, when they know they got a role in our game plan, from the beginning. It's not just, hopefully I get subbed in. There's a specific role, and so there's personnel groupings, and every week it changes, and it might be this concept one week, it might be a different one another week. So love seeing the ball get dispersed. We want to be able to attack sideline to sideline. Felt like we did that. You saw screen passes to Will Nixon, I remember a few, in the backfield, and some balls that were thrown to the sideline. You saw the ball being thrown vertically, both to the outside and the middle of the field. Jalen McMillan had a nice play, in the fourth quarter there from Michael. And I thought we did a good job. Ryan Grubb had a phenomenal game plan, one where, he could make sure we got in a good rhythm, but one that was still attacking. And coming out of the first game, just, be ready for anything. Do we need to be tempo? Do we need to just slow down? Just because our defense was on the field. You saw in the third quarter, third quarter into the fourth there, you saw their offense put some drives together to stay on the field. We needed to give our defense a little bit of a break there. So what do? We take a shot, right? The very next play. So that didn't last too long. But I thought, getting all those guys involved that's what we want.
Caitlin, you've got a couple of really good position battles still going, because it looked like Westover handled most of the tight end job. Fatui started up front on the DL, and it looked like ZTF came off the bench. Are those three pretty good competitive battles right now for time?
Yeah, I think it's competitive, but again, a lot of it's in the tight end room. We don't have a ton of depth. We don't even have a ton of numbers, and so there are personnel groupings that get certain guys in the field, and that they know these reps are the ones that they're going to run. They can really lock in on their assignments, and we need to rotate up front defensively. Today, there were some times where we were trying to get guys in the game, we couldn't because of their tempo. We had to wait for the ball to be held or them to sub before we could sub. So I think those are always going to exist all year long. I know we have enough confidence in all those guys to step on the football field and go make plays for us.
Kellen, how important do you think it was for you? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
How important do you think it was for your team to learn to be consistent from the start of the whistle to the end, and just continue, as you said, kind of attack?
Yeah.
And learn that in the winning.
Yeah, I think it's good that you bring that up, because that's what I felt too. I didn't feel like we finished in the lull. I didn't feel like there was a time. We talk about the middle eight, which is the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second. We won that. They kicked the field goal, I believe, and then we kicked the field goal, come out of the locker room, start third quarter, we drive down the field, get a touchdown. And so we started fast in both halves, which is a huge deal, and I thought we just sustained things. There's going to be a series. We were backed up today. We went 3 and out. I think maybe that was one of our only ones all day long. And so I thought, there's going to be a series like that doesn't go perfect, but I thought we were consistent offensively, defensively. They got their one-on-one matchups, took a shot or two down the field, and made those plays. But we lined back up, got our cleats in the ground, and went and battled the next play, and came back stronger. And learned from it each time that happened.
You mentioned the hard counts on that early fourth down. You guys got it on the QB sneak. It looked like you guys were trying to draw them off sides, and when they didn't go off sides, it kind of had to look like you were going to kick it away. Is that what
That's part of it. That's part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's part of it. You try to go to the hard count, try to get them to relax a little bit, try to loosen up, and sometimes it's just one guy relaxing on defense, and we did a lot of maneuvering there to just try to make it look like we were trying to draw them off. Okay, they're gonna punt it, and then boom, go get it.
You got the game ball. Were you expecting that, and what was the emotions like?
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting it. I'm so proud of these guys, and there's just great relationships being built right now, and there's great trust, and it's something that just none of us take for granted. And AC, said some things that I know mean a lot to me in the locker room, just about the leadership, not just myself, but the staff are providing, and just trying to show these guys. But the whole thing is that, you know, even before we had a chance to do that, these guys were willing to open their arms up to us and let us in and let us coach them up, and that's hard to do, especially with the roller coaster they've been on. You know, being the third head coach that some of these guys have had in the last, you know, really 3 years.
Does Peyton Henry get a little extra something for making look like a touchdown saving tackle?
Yeah, we'll give it props tomorrow. It's certainly special teams meetings tomorrow. We'll be making sure we bring that up.
Is there anything you could update us with Jordan Perry?
I don't know anything. I think you guys saw it was a leg injury of some type.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.